Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Wednesday, June 22nd slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a pretty great slate today, truth be known. We have a lot of good, solid baseball games on today. I didn't see a whole lot of places that I like to target, but I found two plays that I absolutely love. So hopefully it does end up working out for us, and we will get into that in just a minute. But before we do, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for giving me such a small channel, such a big chance, as I always say. Now, with all that being said, I did just want to go ahead and address one more thing. So if you guys are looking for the picks, go ahead and skip like a minute, minute and a half. You guys will see the the little title up at the top, so you guys will be able to tell where the picks start. But I did just want to go ahead and say that I have been MIA for the last couple of days, and I do apologize about that. Basically, what had happened was I went on a little mini vacation with my family. So if you guys are new around here, I do live in central Illinois, so we did go to Tennessee for the weekend / extended weekend. With my job, I did get Juneteenth off, but we ended up observing it on Monday, which would have been the 20th. So basically what I did was I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and then I took Tuesday off. So we went to Tennessee, and we went and hung out with just all of our family and stuff like that. We had a little mini vacation. It was a great time. But Saturday at like 4 a.m. I recorded a video basically saying, I recorded the video with not only my picks for the day, but also letting you guys know that I was going on vacation. And apparently, so another thing is, if you guys know, my Wi-Fi is absolutely atrocious here. So like when I upload videos, it usually takes about an hour to upload, even though it's only like an 8-minute video. That just tells you how bad my Wi-Fi and everything is. So essentially what I did is I recorded a video at like 4 a.m. We left at like 6-ish. And so when I was recording, I recorded it, edited it, and then started the upload, went and took a shower and stuff like that, and then we left. And in the meantime, apparently, like, at some point before the video actually finished getting uploaded, my Wi-Fi went out. And obviously there was nothing I could do about it because it was all on my computer, which is here at home. I was on the road. There was just it was just an absolute, crapshoot. So there was just nothing that I could do about that. So I do apologize about being MIA. I probably could have put out like a community post or something. That's definitely on me. But yes, we were on vacation. So, that one, it was just a nice little getaway for my family. I did say it on my video on Saturday, but it didn't upload. So that's always fantastic. But without any further ado, I do have picks today. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Orioles plus 1.5 on the run line here versus the Nationals at plus 140. I think that this has some fantastic juice, and I really, really, really like this one. So Orioles plus 1.5 versus Nationals at plus 140. Baltimore to the run line at home this year, they are 24-10. So they are the best, the very top tier when it comes to the run line at home this year. They are the best in the entire MLB. They have also covered the run line in 8 of their last 10 games. So they've been a very, very solid baseball team here recently. Over the last 10 at least, that's 80%. I'll definitely take my odds with that. Also, following a loss, which they did just have to the Nationals, they ended up losing by 3 last game. So they didn't cover this one. But they are 24-14 to the run line following a loss. So anytime that they do lose, a lot of times they do a really good job of bouncing back, really getting things turned around. And I think that they can do that once again. I think that this is a really great spot for them to bounce back against the same team that they already saw glimpses of yesterday. And I think that they can make a bounce back for sure. Also, Washington on the road this year, they are 15-18 to the run line, which is the 3rd worst in the entire MLB. So they have not been very good at covering any sort of run lines on the road, even though they haven't been favored a lot this year. they still have not been able to keep these games very close, so hopefully that can happen once again. Also, following a win, which they, like I said, they did end up just beating this Orioles team by 3. They are 9-15 to the run line following a win, so they do not put a lot of wins together back to back, and especially not when it comes to covering run lines. So, like I said, I do think we see a ton of value here for a play that is plus odds, and I think has a very good chance of hitting. Also, Tyler Wells is going to be on the mound for Baltimore. He is 4-4 on the year with a 3.62 ERA, which is still pretty solid, but where I think we see a ton of value is at home this year. He has had a 2.66 ERA at home. Dude has been absolutely fantastic at home. He, is a very good pitcher, and I think that he is going to be able to show that here in a really good matchup. Also, in his last 5 games, he's been red hot as well. He's had a 2.67 ERA in his last 5, and I don't foresee that slowing down anytime soon. On the flip side of things, for the Nationals, Patrick Corbin is going to be on the mound. He does have a 3-9 record as of this year so far, so not necessarily the greatest. But, obviously, Patrick Corbin is not a bad pitcher by any stretch of the imagination. But he has had a 6.59 ERA on the year this year. He really has struggled so far this year. Could he turn it around? Absolutely. He's a good pitcher. He definitely can turn it around. But I just think that this is a good spot to take the underdog with plus odds like that. I'm going to be riding with the Orioles plus 1.5 versus Nationals at plus 140 odds. Now for our second play of the day, we're going to be taking the Astros and the Mets under 8.5 runs at minus 115 odds. So Houston at home this year, they are 18-11-1 to the under, which is the 3rd best under percentage at home in the entire MLB. So I think we see a ton of value there. Houston hasn't really been great at scoring runs necessarily at home this year. And on top of that, they haven't really been giving up a lot either. They've been a really, really good team here at home. Following a win, which they did just have in the last game, which there was 10 runs scored in that game. They won 8-2 over the Mets. They are 27-14 to the under after a win. So that's where I see a ton of value. A lot of times when they do get that win, they turn it around the next game. They really lock down and try to go for those streaks on the next game. They hit the under a lot of times after a win. They also average only 4.1 runs per game. So if they only get 4 roughly, which is what their average is, I think we're in a pretty good spot here for this one. Also, the Mets, they are a very good hitting team. Obviously, they do score a lot of runs, but they are 16-17-3 to the under on the road. So they are a little bit more profitable on the road when it comes to the under. I know normally Mets aren't a team to take the under on, but I think this matchup is a really good one. Also, Luis Garcia is going to be on the mound. He has had a 3.41 ERA in his last 5, so he's been a very solid pitcher here. And on the flip side of things, Carrasco has had a 3.96 ERA on the year. So both these pitchers have been really, really solid all year long, and I don't really foresee that changing over the course of this game. So I really like our odds here. We're taking the Astros and the Mets under 8.5 runs at minus 115 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. This is King Siren signing out. Peace.